Thank you to all you shitheads around the world that are listening right now. This is episode 3 of Trevor's Corner Podcast. I'm joined by my 3 friends tonight. Brandon Bupp.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Morgan is rubbing his nipples, but Morgan Collins, he's on here before. Half of the Wonder Bread brothers.
I am not intoxicated tonight.
It's surprising. And Kyler Huffman. How you doing, Kyler?
I am fantastic.
Okay. So, I, usually try to follow a pattern when I do a podcast, but it's getting really fucking annoying. I'm sick of talking about the same shit. So, this week, we're going to talk more about little weird headlines, but we're kind of going to go into depth on some of them. I'm actually going to see how it makes us feel. If it makes us feel warm and fuzzy inside, or...
So wait, are we doing a podcast, or are we having, like, a therapy session?
Therapy session.
No, that is actually an album by the band NF, and I do not recommend it. Anyway, we are...
He's not really a band, he's kind of a rapper.
Yeah, Let You Down is a good song, though.
Yeah, dude, you never heard
No,
that?
it's so sad. I'm gonna go
No,
my
that's
Let
such
You
a
Down.
good
That's such a-
song.
Oh, yeah, just go lay in my bathroom and cry about letting somebody down. That's great.
I mean, yeah.
Don't make me get hostile. I just ate diner food. Anyway, first weird headline of podcast number 3. California man gets stuck in chimney during burglary attempt. I gotta ask. You get stuck in a chimney, and you realize you're not Santa Claus. The fuck's going through your
I was
mind?
gonna say it's a little early for Santa Claus, isn't it?
How does the fat guy do it?
That's what I was wondering.
Well, I gotta tell you, I never tried to go down a chimney, but I'm pretty fat, and I really honestly gotta say, there's probably about, I'm just gonna be honest, probably about 90 to 97.5% of chimneys in the world will not even fit my thigh.
There's got to be some kind of dietary supplement that made a lot of money off that, because that guy's in the chimney.
Dude,
like,
you couldn't even drop a free-range chicken down a chimney and have it hit the bottom.
Well, you gotta think that man's in there like, wow, I really need to work on my fitness. Like,
He must be shaped like a fucking hourglass or some
Did he get arrested once they found out he was in the chimney? Or did, like, if somebody tried to break into my house and they got stuck in the chimney, I'm gonna fucking let him there for a few days. Like, I'll slip him food through the top so that he lives. And, like, drip water into his face.
Picture Morgan at the top of a chimney. It puts the lotion on its skin, or it gets the hose.
Now hold on. Was he halfway down? Was he all the way at the top and he was
yeah,
stuck?
was he just popped out the top?
Let's open this up
Yeah,
here real
let's
quick.
take a look here.
Yeah, I want to know. When it rains, how doesn't a fire go out?
I don't know.
You ever thought about that?
He only got he was uninjured. Okay.
Huh?
But he now faces 1 count of burglary. You're gonna give him a slap on the wrist and say, "Getting stuck in a chimney is good enough, bitch."
I mean, I would.
You cops, like I picture the guys from Reno 911 at the top of the chimney.
They're taking selfies with
Yeah,
this dude.
yeah.
This dude's hanging out of a chimney.
Oh man, but well, look, he was able to reach his cell phone. He actually called 911 for help.
Hey guys, I was.
Oh man,
I was attempting to commit a burglary and I got stuck in the chimney.
police.
I accept the charges.
Oh,
Can
this
you
is
come
great.
help me?
Police called the man a criminal Santa who does not want to have the same skills as the real deal.
That's just an insult.
I'm still imagining this 911 call. Like, I'm gonna be straight up. with
Hello,
you guys.
911. What's your emergency? Yeah, I wanted to get me a new air fryer and I got stuck in this bitch's chimney.
I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. I just tried to rob a place, but I'm stuck in a
Just
chimney. Can I get some
consensus
help?
can say that gentleman gets a 5-star vote
I
for
know. How
being
did
a
he call?
dumbass.
How did he get it like
He just
into
tried
his
to.
pocket?
I have no idea. Probably a big ass chimney.
Nah, I probably Hey Siri'd that shit.
Probably like Shaquille O'Neal's house. Everything's 2 times the size of the normal one.
That's
Anyhow,
true. That's true.
next article. By the way, all these articles are from ABC News. I do not take credit for any of them. Oil change turns into owl sighting. Bird named Shazam. So I'm only kind of going out here and saying that the reason they called this bird Shazam is it's probably a guy at AutoZone and he wanted to advertise oil. And be like, you could change oil so fast that well, you know what? That's actually pretty dumb. There's no way. You can't even make any sense or justice out of that. Where do you get an oil change in an owl? The guy that wrote this article, or women, or whatever wrote this article, must be a dumbass.
They identify as basketball.
Oil change turns into owl sighting. Bird named Shazam. I'm just going to go out on a really long limb here, dangle by my fingers, and say that somebody involved with this story was on meth.
That's not.
There
a
is
bad
there is
assumption.
some heavy drugs going on with this, something involved with this article. What, Shazam? That's a movie Shaquille O'Neal was in.
Illuminati.
Is that where we're trying to draw a connection here?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Shaquille O'Neal changes his own oil. Oh man. Anyway, next article after that fucking weird awkward moment. Sorry for the 5 minutes that you had to listen to that. Farmhouse for free, but buyer must move it off owner's land. What are you gonna?
Shit.
You're gonna move a barn?
I mean, yeah.
Who's gonna
Possible.
buy a farmhouse? Who's gonna buy a fucking farmhouse just to move it?
Maybe it's one of like the small single story ones where they load it on the like truck.
You're talking about a trailer from a trailer park. Yeah.
Essentially.
You could even take it apart, couldn't you? Like, I don't know if you could, like...
It's like the oversized
Piece by
load
piece.
trucks where you have like half a house on one and another half on the
Oh
other.
yeah, just take a reciprocating saw and cut your farmhouse in half.
Well, that's how...
I
Big
mean-
one on one truck, the other half on the other
If
truck.
it's free, it's for me. I would try.
I mean, hey, that's how Michael's house came in.
So the next article here, this is a good one. This is a really good one. Dog subject of court battle. Faked death.
What?
The dog
What?
is the subject of a court battle because it faked its own death.
Is somebody suing their animal?
I'm gonna go back out on that limb I talked about earlier. Shake the
You're
meth
jumping
off.
off.
I'm
of
gonna
it now.
dust the meth off of it and go on the limb and say that dog is a little wiener dog. Somebody scared the
Yeah.
shit out of that dog.
That's something a fucking
that
dachshund
dog
would do.
got so scared it probably pissed itself and passed out.
Or maybe it was a fainting goat and they just accused it of being a dog.
I think a fat one, a really short and fat one.
Okay,
Yes.
Rocky, play dead.
Oh, and rules out here, the subject of a 2-year court battle. Man, this
Why
poor
is somebody
dog is drugged
letting
through-
it go that far?
He faked its death and now is back with an adopted family in Missouri.
Play dead, Rocky. Oh, I'm taking
Ooh.
you to court for that.
A radio station out there reports that the woman and her 7 kids adopted the dog, a Boxer Mastiff mix from Rough Road Rescue. Turned out the dog was quite an escape artist. Last time it wandered off, they found him and decided to keep him, accusing the family of neglect. So, kind of not sure where this all coincides with the dog passing out, but in the end of the story, instead of handing over the dog, the cops gave the family a box of ashes, saying a dog died. Eventually, they fessed up to a lie and gave up the dog.
What the fuck?
They're charged with theft for failing to turn over the dog immediately, and the case ended. Where in the fuck do you get a dog passing out of all this?
America.
This is like a crazy fucking dog sex triangle that I'm really not ready to get involved with. What else do we got here? What? Ooh, this is a good one. Now, I want a perspective out of this. A homeless man finds $354,000 in room at Paris airport. If you're that homeless man, what do you do?
Keep the fucking money.
Put it in the pocket and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Tell him to go start a savings account. I'd like to
Yo.
deposit $350,000. What do you think?
I'm going to go ahead and say that this one does not involve meth. It involves cocaine.
Like you're saying, like drug cartel in Paris?
Why else would you have $350,000 in a room?
Bonjour, bitch. Oh man. What else do we got here? Actually, we're out of articles. It's kind of boring. But I mean, so we'll just kind of go with the flow here. What do you guys want to talk about? Got anything interesting to talk about?
I mean, we can talk about...
well, there's good news. Good news. I decided to finally pick up a soccer team and learn about soccer.
Yeah,
And
that
the
was-
first,
Oh,
the
my
first
God.
game that I chose, Tottenham Hotspur, my new favorite team,
Now, how-
played
now how
Manchester City today, and let me tell you what, they got fucked.
Yeah, that was...
Everybody gets
that
fucked
was
by
bad.
Manchester City. That's why they're also known as Molester City.
Now, Trevor, how did you come about to pick
Well,
that team?
first off, I thought to myself, well, you know what? It's a big old cock on top of a ball. It's a really cool.
I mean, you're right.
It's a really cool sounding name. The reason I really chose this team, the number one glorified, bona fide reason, whatever you want to call it, every time I played FIFA and I heard one of them guys talk about the team, and all I heard was the guy go, Tottenham Hotspur. Just sounds so fucking catchy. How can you not like that sound? That guy, when he says that, it's like sex to my ears. You know what I'm saying?
Glorious combination of syllables.
You're exactly right. Every time they score a goal, it's going to be like fucking ecstasy just fills my ears.
Although 90% of announcers just call them the Spurs.
Well, Tottenham Hotspur sounds a lot better.
I mean, you're right.
But I mean, hey, what are you going to do? You know? You got to pick a team, and I'm not going to jump it on any bandwagon.
Morgan, you want to know why he picked the Spurs?
Why?
Reminds him of Brokeback Mountain.
That was a good one.
I mean, I thought it was funny because you got roasted, but...
It's really underrated quality scenes. Not involving nudity, of course.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I just had to pick a team, had to go with it. I mean, Carson Wentz is out there breaking a leg for me. Got to repay the world somehow.
Break a leg, Carson. No, not really.
Well, he actually didn't break his leg. Broke his ACL right now. So, oh man.
Still really not a positive outlook.
So, more strange headlines by CBS News now. 16-year-old reacts to getting accepted into Harvard. If you're 16 and get accepted into Harvard, what do you do?
Have a heart attack. I don't know.
No, obviously
I mean,
no
if you're
child from Williams Valley School District is ever going to deal with that.
No, never.
Yeah,
experience,
I
so-
don't know what college even is.
But I mean,
You
I don't
took
know.
some online classes.
Yeah, I'm taking online classes now, but that's not at a university. I mean, yeah, it is, but
You're not at.
I'm not at a university. I'm at my girlfriend's computer because I can't afford my own.
I mean, like, I like being at Penn State because like it's up there as far as academics goes, but like I'm also not surrounded by like really uppity people who are like, I have a 3.9 GPA this semester. Oh my god, my parents are gonna kill me. No.
Pretty sure if you had a
That's what I feel like
3.9,
Harvard's
Dave
like.
Huffman would still give you a
Let me tell you
5.
something. I didn't go to, I mean, I went to college and dropped out after a semester. In all my debacles with getting fired from 3 jobs and just looking around and figuring things out, I've noticed that the most difficult decision in my life is walking outside on lunch, sticking my finger in my mouth, putting it up in the air and finding out which way the wind direction goes, because I'm going to tell you, the hardest decision of my damn day is figuring out whether or not to go down the street in the corner to Wendy's, go out to the red light, and go across the street to McDonald's.
That
the
is a
hardest
difficult
fucking
decision.
every damn day. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not
And that's
about to
why
go
your
pay
titties are big.
$40,000 a semester to figure out, or a year, $40,000 a year, to figure out where I'm gonna go fucking eat tomorrow, because all that shit that I learned doesn't apply to bullshit out in the real world. I learned 2 things in my jobs in my life: how to pick up a phone and sound like a jackass, how to make windows.
I learned how to fix mechanical boxes.
Big ones that have tires on them.
Fucking huge, man.
Kyler's stuck with that crippling debt that turns into crippling depression, that turns into morbid.
He's also gonna be the
What are you
president
talking
one
about?
day.
The Army's gonna pay for my college.
I was gonna say
Well,
he's,
you're right.
he's
Well,
getting
you might
that
wanna
debt
watch
paid.
out.
Army's gonna pay for my college too, so I'm not. But see,
Nobody's gonna pay for my
I
college
got
because
the
I didn't go.
best of both worlds because I make $20 an hour and I still go to school full time, so I don't gotta worry about shit. Which I mean, making $20 an hour, I really don't need to be going to college, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I hate my job.
Tell me how you really feel.
I fucking
Imagine
hate
having
my
a
job.
job like Dr. Phil. Imagine having that job, like, gotta go to the studio, do my makeup, trim my bald ass fucking head, talk to some random fuck that I don't give a fuck about, talk to them about how they feel, and have this scripted conversation about how fucking Ricky down at the
Yeah,
trailer
but
park
you see,
fucked
you
his
gotta
grandma,
think.
and
You
I
gotta
feel
think
bad about
about
it.
things like that from like a normal job point of view. How worried are like celebrities and like professional doctors and shit like that? How worried do you think they are going in every day? Like if let's say you're on the set of a Star Wars movie, right? You're going on there and you're like, what's gonna happen if I fuck up today? What if I don't know my
Dude,
lines? Am I gonna
right
get
now-
fired? Because I guarantee you, if you're an extra in one of those movies and you don't do something right, you're out the fucking door.
I would be one of those people though that I would want to work on an open line deal. Like, give me a fucking lightsaber and let me say some cool shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that would be neat.
That'd be really neat.
I do want a lightsaber.
Like, hi, my
Oh,
name's
dude.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm about to fuck you in 5 ways from Sunday with this little lightsaber
No,
thing.
you got to say hello there. My name is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah,
He doesn't say hi.
Yeah, and wave my hand and fucking be like, you'll say what I want you to say. Just think about if the world had that shit. Dude, rape would be a whole different ballgame.
Consent would be
I-
everywhere.
I definitely remember consent.
Who needs a date rape? Who needs a date rape drug? I'm just gonna flick my wrist and bitches are gonna be bending over.
You will have sex with me. I will have sex with you.
Wait, what is his name? Obi-Wan hose bone me.
Look it up, look at that wrist.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Anakin Sweet Talker. Darth Raider panties. They'll rename the planet Tatooine. They'll name it Tits to Me.
Darth Maul, that pussy.
Like you look up in the sky and see the great big death whore.
We already got the fucking
The
script
rebels
for
will
a
be
new
flying
movie,
around.
dude.
The rebels will be flying around in a bunch of G-strings. I mean, if the people at the Star Wars and XXX parody didn't figure this shit out, then I might have a new career.
I was about to say, there's definitely a porno somewhere that already has all of this.
I hope so. If not, boys, we're gonna be getting paid.
Yeah, XXX parodies. Have I got a scoop for you? Alright, hear me out on this and give me fucking 30% of the profits and it's all yours,
My mom would
man.
be like, Trevor, why did you quit your job? Like, you have no idea. I gave people names to fuck with.
Wait, hold on. Do you remember that movie, Zack and Miri Make a Porno?
Yeah.
Yes, with Seth Rogen.
Their original idea was Star
Star
Wars.
Whores.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say that.
Revenge of the Dicks.
Yeah, but it'd be Star Whores.
That's
That's
what it
what
That's
it
what
was.
it was,
Said
you
at least
fucking
Star Wars.
dummy.
Sorry.
Oh,
No,
is
it
it
was
Star
Star
Wars?
Wars.
Bad of hearing.
It was Star
Listening to
Wars.
too much bullshit every day. But I mean, I don't know. Think about a good movie. Like you change a movie with Adam Sandler's Big Daddy. You could call it the Big Dicky.
Just call it Big Daddy.
You could, yeah,
No,
you could
Big
just
Dicky.
keep it
That's
Big Daddy.
kinky
No,
enough as
change
it
it from
is.
Big Daddy to Call Me Daddy.
Big Daddy to Daddy.
I feel like Big Daddy is kinky enough, honestly.
I'm
if
gonna
I-
look up
If
movie
I had no
names that
prior
can
knowledge
be-
of that movie and I saw that title, I would think, oh my god, I'm looking at a porno.
Oh man, I mean, I don't know. I just
Starring Adam Sandler.
think of video games too. God, there could be a whole nother world out there full of opportunities. You know what I
Alright,
mean?
going back to that daddy thing, when did it ever become sexy for girls to call their boyfriends daddy?
When stepdaddies were fucking their daughters left and right.
You ever go? You know, if you go on Pornhub nowadays, like that's the trending videos in America is like dad fucks stepdaughter and
It's
all
kind
that
of
other
creepy.
shit.
I love, like,
Or like sis
dude,
fucks
I
me.
gotta tell
like,
you
what
right
the
now.
hell?
I gotta tell you right now, Perry County is really broadening their horizons.
Yeah, really.
Like it's catching on.
Dude, I just tell you, incest is
Perry County and
It's cool.
Snyder County have teamed up. And they are taking everything
to
over.
bring you quite a fuck film. I just can't.
Fun fact for you. There is actually a porn site called Family Strokes.
Mhm.
Okay, that's a little too much. I
That's-
don't go into
yeah.
that much detail. But
Gross.
now let's think about let's think about
All over Pornhub.
All
All
this
over.
like video games. Think of video game names you could change. Like Tiger Woods PGA Fuckfest 5.
That actually happened in real life, and he saw how that one turned out.
Yeah. Call of Duty. Star Wars Battlefuck. Oh man.
The Force fucks me.
No, man.
Somehow
Force
we've turned
fuck
around. Somehow we've turned around to Star Wars porn parodies again.
We've gone full circle.
Oh, but I mean, I don't know. You just think about it. How do we even get involved with that? How do we even get onto that?
I don't know, and I don't want to know, honestly.
You just got randomly started talking about that shit.
We need to
People
make a
probably get
movie.
really disturbed about it. No, we don't.
Not a porn movie, like just a
God.
regular movie. Think about how fucking funny it would
I mean,
be.
I got a good idea for that.
If we,
What I'll do is
if
I'll
we
go-
just chronicled our fucking lives, think about how much of a blockbuster that would be.
Trevor goes to Harrisburg.
Trevor does the same damn thing
This
for
is a movie.
176 days in a row.
This is a motherfucking autobiography.
Honestly, I feel like that movie would end up like Blockbuster.
About the
Down
time
the
I went to
drain.
the Capital City
Bankrupt.
Mall and told that bitch at Payless that my shoes cost too much. Let me tell you. What is it? What would we call it? Trevor goes to Harrisburg. Yeah.
Harrisback Mountain.
Trevor goes to Harrisburg too. Got to get me some new Crocs. You ever catch me in Crocs? Kill me. Just get rid of me.
One of those.
What are those?
They are my Crocs.
We could take a video, like go down there, go to Harrisburg, find somebody wearing Crocs, and just go up to them and roll on the ground in front of them and be like, "What are those?"
Dolphin dive in front of them.
Do a dolphin dive in the middle of Pennsylvania. Dolphin dive. I could swim out to the Statue of Liberty in the Susquehanna River, give it a high five. I don't think people are going to really want to watch that, but hey, it's worth a shot. There's some pervs out there. Make up my own fishing show.
Hold on, why do the pervs want to watch you swim out and high five a Statue of Liberty? What did they get off on there?
Oh no, you tell me.
Would it be the dad bod?
I'm rocking a little bit more than a dad bod.
That soaking wet dad bod.
My
coming out of-
cholesterol fueled fucking 6'2" tower of power.
That probably has
Was
something
that a
to do
sex
with
move?
No.
that probably has something to do with your decision on whether to go to Wendy's or McDonald's every day, buddy.
Hey babe, what are we doing tonight? The
So easy
Tower
and
of
convenient.
Power.
No, the tower of power is gonna eat cheeseburger and go to bed. Sorry, I don't really want to sweat, dude. When I sweat, it's like grease.
Just
Right back into the frying pan. Make me
Excrete.
some more fries.
Serious, I feel like I
lard
jump
from
into a
my
warm
body.
bucket of Crisco every time I play basketball or something. If I go to wrestling practice and it's hot enough, you could probably fry eggs on the mat after I'm done and they wouldn't stick.
Ew.
Oh God.
Martin Lard.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm not in the shape I used to be. I used to rock a dad bod. Now I rock that, hey, I sit in my trailer and eat Wendy's bod. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. We could make a movie, but I don't really know if I'd be an actor. Be my movie about me. Because we all damn
You
well.
chronicle the life of you. You chronicle the stupid things that we do.
We all damn well know that I'm going to be the one doing some dumb shit because I'm going to be the one that's convinced to do it. Hey, it's your podcast. You go tell that guy to fuck himself. Like, oh yeah, good job.
I mean, we can go to Walmart and
No,
go tell
no, no.
people
You
to
tell
fuck
Morgan
themselves.
here.
Yeah, and get thrown out of Walmart. What a great
move.
movie. I bet you get on YouTube and getting kicked out of Walmart. You'd probably find a lot of videos.
I got kicked out of
Yeah.
Walmart for looking at a titty calendar once.
This isn't a playground.
I'm aware. I'm looking
I'll be
at
honest,
the titty
I
calendars.
never-
I hope they're not a playground.
I never got kicked out of a Walmart.
I've been kicked out of Walmart numerous
I do remember
times.
one time we were at Walmart. We actually played kickball in the Walmart. The one guy went airmail and sent it over into the fucking women's clothing line. Knocked over.
We were
a couple
playing
racks.
hide and seek once, and I was hiding. It was around Christmas time, and I was hiding in the box that had the giant stuffed animals in it. An associate found me and kicked me out.
I'll never forget the night they caught people. I can't mention whose names they are, but they took a DJ Hero game and tried to throw it over the guard center fence. There was an associate out in a smoke break. And I think the associate was more scared of what was going to happen than the people that got in trouble. So DJ call a truck pull up, hot getaway, here comes fucking DJ Hero and Black Friday sailing out over the garden center fence. Those are fucking flowers. I was sitting in the parking lot like, what the fuck happened? I'm in like 10th grade trying to figure out what I'm gonna text the fucking girl I'm talking to, and I look over and I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. Hey, I just watched a guy get arrested for throwing DJ Hero over the garden center fence.
Goddamn right I did.
They got him one of those big Walmart, like the phones. They're like, we have a problem in the garden center. Problem in the garden center. Can we please have a supervisor out here? And I'll tell you what, the state police came in hot. They were rolling in hot.
Yeah, they get excited over that dumb shit, and then when something bad actually happens, they're like,
oh no, when something bad happens, they're just as bad. I was up at school pretty early this semester. I think it was back in September, and I was at Walmart. We were getting groceries for our
somebody
apartment.
got murdered
We all
at Penn
walked
State
in.
again, didn't they?
We all walked into the Walmart, and we're just grabbing our groceries, and all of a sudden there's 30 cops running through the Walmart. Everybody get the fuck out! There's a bomb threat at the Walmart.
Dude, I'm just here to
Before
get
you
some
know it, there's like
Cheez-Its,
100
man.
people standing in the parking lot with the cops running out. They're shoving people. There's some woman with like her 2 young kids, and they're like shoving her out of the door.
Like, yeah, fuck you, man. Your fucking Purdue chicken's over fucking priced. I wanted bourbon chicken and not the regular. You're making me spend $11 fucking dollars. I'm gonna blow this place up. Let's call the cops. Here comes fucking Reno 911 team. New Officer Dangle knocks fucking grandpa in the fucking speedy checkout line. Fucking see Trix and Captain Crunch go fucking flying.
Man, I love Captain Crunch.
Couple bullets whiz by. You know what I mean? Like some tough shit, man.
The only real crime here is the lady who brings 30 items into the speedy checkout.
I'll never forget the time I went over to gas station when they used to have those nacho cheese dispensers. The warm nacho cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Got nachos, and let me tell you, I was so fucking excited. I got salt and vinegar chips, and I was going to dip them in cheese because it tasted so good.
Mm-hmm.
I got over and pressed the dispenser, filled up my cheese, and when I pulled my cheese away, it didn't shut off.
Oh, no.
Dispenser was stuck. It looked like Bumblebee from the Transformers jizzed all over the counter. Serious.
I did that with a
the
slushy
lady-
machine once, and it
like-
went all over
Oh,
the fucking floor.
God.
And I'm just standing there, like, trying to keep people away. I'm like, hey, can you, like, yelling to the counter, I'm like, hey, can you help me quick? Like, I broke the slushy machine. I'll pay for this if I have to. I'll clean it up.
Thinking of a situation.
It's so cold.
No, imagine if the lady was behind the counter with like someone in front of her and it was a busy day, and she just turned and looked at you and she goes, "You fucking slush puppy." Like all the is it? I don't know if it's a trend around here, but like there's every once in a while you get like that cool like 20-year-old that smokes a pack of cigarettes every half hour and. You walk in like you had like 20 on pump 4. Totally, dude. I'll check you out. You have a great fucking day, bro. And then you have the old ladies like, I can help you. I was fucking mopping, you cocksucker. What can I get you? Something broke. I'm gonna get the fuck out of my gas station. And they fucking eye fuck you with the eyes from hell. And they're like, oh, I'm just in here to get a coffee. You don't have to come over and slap my ass. Calm down. Scary. We wonder why we pay at the pump. People behind the fucking counter, like, it's like God or someone just said, oh, I'm going to put all the fucking shitheads behind the counter in gas stations. Now, there are some good people. You get some great people behind the counter.
I was about to say, what kind of caliber of people are you expecting to work at a gas station?
I used to work at a gas station. You got a fucking problem with that?
My point exactly. What
Oh.
caliber?
Morgan's definitely that guy, minus cigarettes. Hey, dude, I can totally check you out, bro.
Yo, I
But
walked
it's
through.
not the cigarettes. It's like at least 2 cans of dip in each side of his lip.
I didn't chew when I worked at the gas station.
He's in there
Fuck
with
you.
Hubba Bubba. I was like, I get this shit for 20% off, bitch.
Nah, Mini Market didn't give you discounts on anything. They were fucking sticklers.
Do you have any good stories about the mini market?
There was a time I caught a guy shooting something up in the bathroom. That was pretty funny.
I was in the St. Clair Walmart, and the guy beside me in the stall next to me realized there was somebody else in the bathroom and freaked out and dropped all the pain pills he was chewing on.
That's kind of weird. So what happened when you caught that guy fucking shooting up? That's kind of weird.
Well, I mean, he was shooting up.
Like, how did you just like, oh, he's been in there for a while?
Oh, yeah. The dude was in there for like almost an hour, and like I was on the closing shift. So it was me and another lady. And I said to the lady, because I was still relatively new, and I was like, hey, there's been somebody in the bathroom for like an hour now. And she's like, yeah, probably shooting up. Let me go deal with it. Fucking walks over. She's like, bang, 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 bang. Hey, what are you doing in there? Like, nothing.
Carl.
Get out. We're getting ready to close. Okay.
It's like, Carl, this is the 8th fucking time this week.
Well, see,
Damn
what
it.
they did was they tried to flush the needle down the toilet and it clogged the toilet. So we had to snake out the needle.
God rest his soul.
Then we had to call the cops and
God
show
rest
them the
his-
footage and all this other fucking
God
shit.
rest his soul, but I could just picture Jim Leahy. That's a needle in a shit stack. Literally.
Literally a needle,
Needle in a shit stack.
Well, see, the reason I found out that there was somebody in there for that long, because the door closes automatically. It doesn't stay open when it's not being used, but I had to fucking pee. Like, I went to knock, and I was like, yeah, somebody's in here. I'm like, okay, no problem, man, no problem. I'll just wait. I walked over about 10 minutes later, went to open the door. Still locked. I knocked on the door. Yeah, still in here. And it was like, same voice. I'm like,
I'm going to be honest
fuck?
with you guys. Because now I can say it, and I never got in trouble for it, obviously, but one time I was at Wildwood, you know what I mean, the beach, Wildwood, on the boardwalk, and I had taken a nice shit, like, real bad.
you took a poop in the sand.
No. I went into a bathroom.
You took a shit on the water slide.
I went into a bathroom, and I had to, like, piss a little more than I had to shit, so I was, moving. I got into the bathroom, and some strung out freaking little skinny kid ran out the fucking door. And I was like, oh god, this is great. Open up the door. There's a bottle of opened cough syrup next to a bottle of pain pills. I think it was like ibuprofen. I don't know. It just smelled so bad in there. It was disgusting. And I pulled out my winker, and I went to pee because it scared the shit back up into me. And if this is the first person I'm ever telling this to, I got so scared I just started pissing and I couldn't control it, and I pissed all over that stall. I was so scared.
You're like a baby when he's getting his
disturbed.
diaper changed, but he didn't actually
You don't
piss yet.
understand.
You fucking take the
You don't
diaper off and it's
understand.
like, wee!
Dude, you understand? It's like they were filming a fucking episode at Super Soaker commercials in the fucking stall. Like, it's just going everywhere. I closed the stall door, gave it a nice little pat. I was like, I'll never see you again. Walked over and washed my hands for about 20 minutes, and I took off. I'll never go back to that beach ever again. It was so disgusting. I stepped on broken glass in the fucking beach. Yeah, let me tell you. It was a pretty good day. Oh, I was so mad. I was
Funny, your
sweaty.
farm
It was
was a dry
hot.
town.
I was fucking chafed. I was really chafed.
I always get chafed when I go to the beach.
I don't get chafed from the beach. I get chafed from walking up and down the boardwalk. I'm too fat for that shit. I don't walk that much. Every time we turn to look and sit down, your fucking grandma and grandpa are taking a selfie on the fucking bench. Like, they put them benches there so that fat ass can sit down and say, you know what, I need a break right now. I'm going to break here and then I'm going to go get a fucking henna tattoo because there's nothing anybody can do. And tonight, when I'm done with my henna tattoo, I'm going to Secrets.
That's in
Dance
Maryland,
by
man.
myself. And no, but I'm just saying, like a bar. There's a fucking foam bar at every beach. The fucking foam everywhere, and you got that dude over in the corner with his glasses on at 1 a.m. This is so fucking cool, Jeff. I'm totally grinded with like 6 girls. No, dude, you were actually dancing with the stabilization pole.
All right,
in the middle of the building.
I got a story about henna tattoos.
Oh,
So, me and Morgan were at the beach one year.
I remember this
oh,
fucking story.
Jesus Christ. So,
did you get the Ukrainian henna tattoo maker's fucking number?
no, well, I'm pretty sure the chick who did my tattoo was Ukrainian or Russian or whatever the fuck, because she did not understand an ounce of English. So, we decided to be cool. We were like, what, 16, 17?
Yeah, they were like
I don't know.
16.
We were younger. We decided to be badass, get some henna tattoos,
Get a
walk around
barbed
the
wire
beach.
band around my
whatever.
bicep, bro.
Yeah, it was me, Bumpy, and Wes.
Serious. I went to get a band, like a cool band around my arm,
Yeah.
and this bitch put it sideways, like going up and down my arm.
Yeah, he's like, I want this. Like, he's paging through, like, the bands, right?
And I even showed her, like, with my fingers, wrap it around my arm. And nope, she put it
She probably
vertical.
thought you were
up
down.
And
down.
it was so funny because, like, I got some, like, intricate dragon thing because I thought I was cool on my bicep. And Wes got this, like, beautiful fucking custom Union logo on his back shoulder blade and like it wrapped up around. It looked like a real tattoo.
It was cool.
This dude took like an hour and a half to do his henna tattoo. And Puppy's just over there with a fucking design to go around his arm like a barbed wire thing. Just up and down his bicep. We got back to the hotel room and he went right to the bathroom to try and scrub that shit off and it wouldn't come off. And he's just walking around the entire fucking week with this straight up and down barbed wire thing. And people were like looking at him all dumb and shit.
I'll never forget my first henna, and only henna tattoo experience. Me and my brother were down there and we begged my mom for one of them. Begged her. I thought I was the coolest kid in the world.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Got my initials tattooed with the sun around them on my bicep.
Oh, God, yeah, you were the
As soon as I got that tattooed, my little fucking brother, who's in like 4th grade at the time, comes over and goes, and puts his fingers in it and smells it all over it. Looked like someone broke a fucking pen and the ink got stuck on my shoulder. The next couple days, people were probably looking at me like I had a patch of skin cancer on my shoulder. Like, this poor kid, my brother has this elegant tattoo of a rubber duck or something on his arm. Mom was so pissed, she paid $25 and he's like, no, can fix that. I can't fix that. Okay.
You remember when the free hugs shirt were a thing?
I got one that said, you mad, bro? I came home, my cousin said, are you mad, bro? And punched me in the face. I never wore the shirt again.
Well, Kyler and I decided to get free hugs t-shirts the one year that we went down at the beach. We were in like 10th grade. We decided we were going to be cool, be those fucking dickheads. We were both single, and we were like, we're going to get these free hug shirts. Well, we're walking down the boardwalk, right? And, you know, this is back when Kyler was awkward as shit. So, like, there's Morgan just, like, strutting down, like...
Alright, we get it. You have a big dick.
You're goddamn right I do. And I'm, like, getting all these hugs from these fucking good-looking girls and all this other shit. And Kyler's literally walking right next to me on the boardwalk, and he's not getting jack shit. And then all of a sudden, this, like... I'm not mean. I'm not a dickhead to people. This bitch looked like she had the downs. Comes over and gives Kyler the biggest fucking hug and wouldn't let go of him. And I'm just sitting there like, just standing there and just kind of looking at Kyler. And Kyler's just like, help me. And he's just fucking doing that. Meanwhile, I'm looking for more beautiful girls to go hug and all this other shit. And these girls are like, oh, you're so adorable. And I'm like, oh, I know. And he's still getting the downy girl. Who then proceeded to follow us for like 3 blocks until we like weaved in and out of traffic until she went away. Huh?
Want to hear a good beach story?
Mm-hmm.
Me and two
Thanks
of
for
my
bringing
buddies.
that up again.
Oh, Peanut Butter's next as soon as he's done with his story.
My junior year.
I'll walk out of this house.
My junior year, one of my good buddies.
I'll walk home.
2 of my good buddies and I went down to the beach. It was a beach trip from hell for me. My mom sent us down there with Easy Mac and barbecue. I ate about 3/4 of it in the first 15 minutes. I think I shit probably about 12 times in the next 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
To make it up to me, they're like, let's go to Hooters. First time at Hooters. I was like, sweet.
Fucking big boobies.
Sweet baby Jesus, and we got the hottest waitress there. She comes over to our table, and I'm like, all right, thank God there's a table over my lap. We'd have some problems. You wonder why my drink jiggles a little bit when you sit on the table. Don't worry, just got an extra kickstand on the bottom of the table. She comes
Stabilizer bar.
and we're talking, and she was really nice. Typical waitress thing. I'm a nice junior in high school. I'm like, oh man, I'm sweet talking to piss at her. She's gonna go in. She's
Just
gonna
walking away like, yeah, I'm getting a great tip out of this.
At the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be a man about this. Asked her for a number. She gave me a number. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, we're at the hotel on 111th Street. We're going to be at the Tides. Tell them you're looking for Trevor. They'll send you there. Room 206. Bring the booze, because I'm not old enough to buy it. Go home, I get back there, and we're like, they're pep talking me. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna call this guy from Hooters. You're gonna be like, yo, babe, it's totally cool. Just gonna, if you wanna send it on over here, you know, come say hello. we're gonna cuddle, do some stuff, So I'm like preaching, I'm like getting ready. I'm talking myself up. I'm like, even if she doesn't answer, I'm gonna leave the coolest fucking voicemail anybody's ever fucking heard. I'm like, and they're like in there with cold water in the fucking sink, like flickering the lights on and off, listening to Triple H's theme song.
Time to play the game.
I told my buddy, like, as soon as you press the call button, start playing Shawn Michaels' theme song, and I'm gonna walk out that bathroom, and I'm gonna walk over to that phone, and I'm gonna give her about fucking 2.5 minutes of pure phone sex. And tell her to walk her big hooter boobs ass all the way up the boardwalk and come into my fucking hotel room. Phone opens up. I'm like, oh my god, she answered for a second. I'm like, oh god, this is so cool. I'm like, oh shit, you gotta play some good music. Play the Undertaker's. No, I don't play the Undertaker's theme song. I'm like, all this is going through my mind. The husky man answers the phone. Hello? Well, hello. My name's Trevor. Is Jessica there? What the fuck are you talking about? This isn't Jessica. I'm like, is she there? No, you got the wrong number. My heart broke into a million little pieces. Instead of walking out of that bathroom, Shawn Michaels, ready to super kick her dad, it turned into gold dust. Everybody left the building and nobody wanted to watch. No offense to Gold Dust, but he sucks. I sat in the hotel room that night. Probably shit about 6 more times from the wings, but I was defeated.
I can't tell you how many times I've waddled up the boardwalk.
Oh my god! You remember that time?
Wings.
You remember that time we killed 100 wings between the two of us? And we about projectile shit all over the fucking boardwalk, dude. I'm talking like we ordered a mound of wings.
Straight up penguin waddled 7 blocks all the way back to our apartment.
We didn't care if the girls were looking at us. We didn't care about anything. We were just busy trying to clench our ass cheeks enough to make it to our hotel room so that we could take turns trying to shit. I'm talking like lay a log, get up, lay another log, get up.
Oh, man.
It was bad.
Morgan, you remember that year we became street performers?
Yep. Those girls tried to come up to us and like, oh my god, we should totally play together. Like, okay, so me and Bumpy were playing drums on buckets, right?
You took drums down to the...
No,
We took buckets down. We were playing
Is that what you did? Went down there to do that?
Yeah, I made like almost $100 off of it. We were fucking playing and jamming and all this other shit. And all of a sudden, these fucking girls came over. Like, they're all really pretty. And they're like, one of them has a ukulele and the other one was like singing and shit. And they're like, oh my god, we should totally do a song together. So I start playing songs on their ukulele and one girl's singing. And I'm like, yo, I'ma get laid.
Morgan Bupp and the fucking Funky Bunch.
Well, it came to be all of a sudden that they were like, hey, we should split the tips that we make while we're doing this. Like, we had never actually played a complete song. We were just kind of dicking around. Like, nobody came to see us or anything like that. We were just playing around. And these girls were like, hey, since we played with you, you should split your tip money. And I was like, no. Do you see anybody drop any money into that goddamn bucket? I don't think so. Bye, Felicia. And they were like, oh, okay, hold on. Like, we'll go get our own tip jar and then we'll come back. Never saw him again.
Yep, never saw those 3 again.
3, yep. So we were walking up the boardwalk later after we got bored. We made our money and we were like, okay, let's go dick around now.
You know, there was 2 ways that went.
Saw him doing the exact same thing to people up and down the boardwalk.
I understand.
There was 2 ways that went though. Like early on when we were doing it, we were doing good. We actually set up like full songs that we performed, and like some people gave us a lot of money. And then like after a while, we were just kind of dicking around. We couldn't play through any like full songs because I didn't know the words. He was just kind of drumming away, and this guy walks up completely hammered.
This was fun.
And this destroyed my ego for literally 2 years straight. He walks up and throws a $20 bill in my face and goes, "I will give you this much money to shut the fuck up."
They're like, "I'll give you this much money to shut the fuck up and let him drum."
Yeah, he's like, "That kid's a musician. He's good. You can't sing for shit." I was like, that's when we stopped. I was done.
Can I have
my ego was gone.
Did he give the $20?
Yeah, he gave us the $20.
I was gonna say
we bought a lot of food with that.
He gave him the $20 and he walked away, and I kind of looked up at Kyler. I'm like, I think we're done for the night. He's like, Yeah.
I'll never forget the time I was down at what's that place called? They have the clothing and shit on the boardwalk. Sensations. Me and my buddy go into Sensations and we're like, fucking, his mom and them built a condo, but we couldn't really like go pick up girls because we were with the family the whole time. Like we're walking across the street to the Sensations and we'll go finger blast them out by the dumpster if we have to, but shit's gonna get done full send right across the street. I go into Sensations and I'm like scoping out. I'm like, I got one.
We got one!
It's time to go get them, boys. I go walking over
Target
there.
spotted.
I lean up on the clothing rack
Oh no.
that she is standing by. And me and the clothing rack. Let me tell you, we send it across the street, straight on that clothing rack. And me and that clothing rack send it straight to the ground. It was a fucking clearance rack, too. It wasn't even a fucking new clothing rack.
Did she at least think you were cute?
No, she laughed.
Because,
and
like,
walked
every
up.
time I've ever done something stupid in front of a girl, they thought it was cute.
Dude, who's that 16-year-old with the dad bod knocking over all the fucking clothes?
Yeah, that ain't cute.
The one other time we were down on the boardwalk, and we're down by the carnival part where it's real crowded, and I just walked up to a girl and I was talking to her. We got talking about football, and me and my buddy cut with the idea is to make up a story that we're a quarterback in that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm the quarterback. They're like, no, you're not. You're too fucking fat. And I was like, see you later. She's like, no. She goes to this best part. She goes, have a good night, Al Bundy.
I'd have gotten on one knee and be like, will you marry me? Propose with a fucking ring pop.
She's like, oh, she'd probably be like, oh, I'm surprised it's not your state championship ring, you fat ass. Get out of here.
You ever hear the story about how Kyler got the name Peanut Butter?
Oh my god.
I'm just saying real quick. I'm that kind of guy that goes down by the Jaws display down at the historical part of Ocean City and be like, you see that? You got to see what I can do with my mouth. I say that to a soccer mom that looks younger. She turns around and goes, Richard, this 16-year-old is trying to fuck me again. You did what to my wife?
So this was like, Kyler and I were in 8th grade. This is the first time we'd ever been to the beach, right? So when I found out that Kyler had never been to the beach, I wanted to be nice. And, like, I begged my mom for, like, 3 months straight. Like, yo, can we please bring Kyler with? I finally convinced her.
Yeah.
And, good old Dave gave him the money. We had, like, $200 each. We went down, and then, we
Probably spent that $200 in like 3 days when we were stuck there for 7.
Yep, we did. But, we were being nice, and we'd spend the day with the family, and then, like, I'd be like, Mom, can we go out? Like, you better be back by 8 o'clock. I'd be like, midnight, got it. We went out, and we started scoping horizons. Well, we were at the beach one day. It's like 1 o'clock. Kyler and I had adopted the term, well, this was before anything even happened. We had adopted the term seagull. Because we didn't want to be like, yo, look at that hot girl over there. So we were like, we need a code word. They're like, what do you see a lot of at the beach? Like, nobody's going to fucking see anything. Like, we see a lot of seagulls.
Oh, at 6 o'clock at night, or 9 o'clock at night when it's dark in the boardwalk. Seagull!
Yeah, that's
taco
actually,
over there.
that is actually exactly how it went.
Hey, 15 and 16-year-old Morgan and Kyler thought that was a fucking genius idea.
We did. So, it's like day 3. And we're down at the beach. And Morgan's trying to get Kyler some booty. Because Kyler not only had never been to the beach, but Kyler never had decent booty. There's the whole Hershey Kiss experience, but we're not, or the Hershey chocolate syrup experience. We're not going to bring that up. Hershey's.
What is it with him
Oh
and
my
food?
God.
What is it with him and food items?
Whoa, we have
Kyler
food
was a
items.
disturbed
And that's the
child.
case. He's in a little bit of a sticky situation.
He really was that day. So, we were down at the beach, and again, with the code words, we saw these 3 beautiful, probably 14-year-old girls. But see, Morgan and Kyler were 16 or 15 or some shit at the time.
Not a problem.
I don't fucking remember. It wasn't jailbait. We weren't going to get arrested. So we're like, going up and talking to them, and we started talking to them for a while. We, actually kind of made friends, and it was fucking weird because Kyler had never made girlfriends before.
That's
And
not true.
we're
I never really like.
Kyler never had the. Yes. So we're like jumping waves and everything, and we went back to the beach for a little bit because they wanted to go tan, and I looked at Kyler. I'm like, we need a code word for like if you're missing an opportunity or something. Like you're not used to this whole girl thing, so like I need to tell you if you're fucking up without telling you.
Yeah, because like I had no idea. Morgan's like, dude, this one girl's definitely into you, and I'm like, that's
This is the
definitely not.
greatest moment of my life.
I was like, no, that's not. That's
Don't
what should I
worry.
tell her? My family's rich?
So we adopted the term peanut butter. So like, if I
We were 15,
if I would know that Kyler had fucked up a situation in which he could have dropped a move or slid into the panties or something, I would just say something along the lines of including the word peanut butter. So like, if Kyler missed an opportunity to flirt with this girl, I'd be like, "Yo, Kyler, I think I'm gonna go eat a peanut butter sandwich," and.
That's definitely not how it happened. He literally just started screaming fucking peanut butter.
Yeah,
in the middle of the
I
ocean.
started getting pissed at him and yelling peanut butter.
He's just treading water in the ocean like, peanut butter!
And look, people are looking at me. The lifeguard thinks I'm like drowning and all this other shit. Eventually, my mom found out that we were screaming peanut butter, and she like pulls me to the side and she's like, "Are you on crack?" I'm like, "No, Mom. I'm yelling my code word to Kyler. Like, let a bro help a bro
Should be
here."
something cool, at least like Oklahoma or something. What's your safe word? I don't know.
Omaha! Omaha!
Dilly.
Welcome
So-
to the pit of despair.
I explained to my mom what we were talking about, and all of a sudden, there's Joe Musselman riding waves over like 15 feet away from Kyler and these girls. She's over there fucking jumping waves and shit with me, and she starts yelling peanut butter at him. She'd be like, "Peanut butter! Peanut butter! Jeff! Peanut butter!" Just screaming this shit. And for the entire rest of his middle school life, he was known as Jeff.
Jeff.
Like, we were both junior firefighters at the time, and his locker had the name tag Jeff.
Fucking ass.
So that's how that got there.
Yeah!
Oh, I got a
yeah.
good one for you guys.
Huh.
Me and two of my buddies.
Are
I
we
went
still
down-
recording this, or are we just...
Yeah.
Yeah,
fucking-
I
We're
went
just still going?
I went down with my family,
Jeez.
and we get down to fucking Ocean City, and my two buddies like, "Yo, we're down here too, around the boardwalk. You should come down, hang out with us." I'm like, frig off. Let me get dressed, I'll be down. So I'm like walking down the beach, I'm like, put on my fucking Superman underwear. I'm like, oh yeah, someone's getting finger banged in the fucking lifeguard. Cheer tonight, boys. Full send, bro. And I get down there, and we find this 10 out of 10, and the other girl's like at least a 7. I'm like, it's pretty proud. There's 3 guys. They're like, oh, we have another friend too. She's on her way. I'm like,
Oh no. I already know how this is gonna go.
come to daddy.
You never want to associate with the friend you haven't
They're like,
seen
oh,
yet.
here she comes. I turn around and look. And I see this one blonde girl, and like the first song that comes flowing through my head is that song "Kiss Me." Kiss me. Da, na, 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 na. And I'm like, oh my god, this is the greatest moment of my life. Like, no, not her. We don't know who the fuck she is. And then the Jaws theme starts playing. Do you hear the big tuba playing in the background? There is a lady. Now listen, I am not one, like I said, I'm not disrespectful, but this woman was bigger than me. I'm 6'3", 280 pounds, and she was bigger than me. She walks up, "Hey, you're pretty cute." I'm like, huh? Mom called. They have a cheesesteak waiting for me in the hotel room. I'm sorry that it's 2 o'clock in the morning, but my ass is hungry, and I gotta go. I waddled my chafed ass all the way up the fucking boardwalk, 20-something streets. Went into my parents' hotel room, woke up my dad, got yelled at, and silently laid in my cot in the corner. Listened to my grandma snore, and realized how much of a fuck-up I was. It was the worst fucking night at the beach in my life. I mean, that Sensations ordeal was pretty fun too, but I mean, just knocking a couple tube tops and shit over make myself look like a jackass probably ain't as bad as getting hit on by fucking Olga.
I used to try to impress girls at the beach by learning. You know what skimboarding is?
Yeah.
Like how you like ride the crest of a wave
I'm
and
too
then you
heavy
ride
for
it
the
in.
skimboard. As soon as I hop on the skimboard, it just sinks in the sand. So.
Well, I got like every year I'd go down and I'd buy a skimboard and I'd buy the board wax and I'd sit on the beach like that dude just trying to be surfer with the fucking shark tooth necklace and the white like fucking seashells that go around it. Be sitting there like, bruh. And, like, my hair used to be long as shit, so like I actually kind of looked like a wannabe surfer kid. I'd be sitting there waxing my board, not doing it the right way because I was waxing. The one year I wasn't doing it the right way because I was waxing the end of the board that you're not supposed to wax. You know, the part that goes on the sand. Well, in Maryland, you're not allowed to skimboard till after the lifeguards leave because that's when like most people clear the beaches. And we were down there after that the one day, and I was like, I saw these girls, and I was like, ooh, Morgan, this is your chance. I went over and I started talking to them, like, yeah, you know, just chilling, talking. And like, they looked over at my towel because it was just me, and they're like, is that a skimboard? I was like, yeah. You know how to skimboard? And they're like, no, but we think it's really cute if people that know how to skimboard. And I was like, aw, yeah.
Say no more, lady.
This is...
Say no more.
Say no more, honey. Let me show you this. And...
Like the dad off of freaking Spy Kids.
Yeah. I was like... Well, let me-
Carmen, no, Carmen.
I
Go
tried
get
to be that...
Go get my skimboard. We're going on the mission.
I tried
My
to be
name's
that
Antonio
cool dude.
Banderas. I'm going to skimboard in front of you. Oh. Anyway.
I tried to be that cool dude that was like, hang on, let me go get it ready first. So I went back over, and I'm sitting there, and I'm still sanding down the wrong end of my skimboard. You know, the end that you're supposed to...
Did they know
you're
you were
supposed to
doing the wrong end?
No. See, they didn't know anything about it. They just thought it was cool.
Cool.
So, I was like, alright, I'm ready. You ready to see something cool here? And I fucking stand up, and I put the skimboard on my fucking hands, and I'm waiting for that perfect wave to come up to leave the perfect little amount of water that I can skimboard on, right? And I finally got it after like 3 minutes of waiting. And they were like sitting there like, ah. And I ran, and I threw that motherfucking board, and I went to jump on it, and that motherfucking board stayed right where it was at. and I jumped on it, and I didn't go anywhere, but my body kept going. And I fucking face planted and drug my ass about 3 feet, laid there for a second, stood up, got taken out by a giant ass wave, lost my skimboard, and by the time I finally reclaimed my bearings, I stood up, I turned around and looked for those girls. I'm like, this is going to be so embarrassing, but I can talk my way out of this. I got a backup story.
They're gone.
They were fucking gone like the goddamn wind.
I got a good one.
I wouldn't have been as mad that, you know, I kind of expected that they were going to be gone. I was just kind of pissed that I lost my
Did you ever
skimboard.
like go down there and you're like boogie boarding and the waves are real good, like they're the real high ones,
Mm.
and like there's always like that crew of guys that's like a dad, an uncle, the cousins, and like the son. They're all like real cool buff guys. Like, yeah, we know how to fucking boogie board, and they're fucking great at it. Don't know how, don't know why. They take like family fucking
Yep.
boogie boarding lessons. They're busy drinking their Monster Energy drinks and fucking just being fucking tool bags. But anyway, I'm out there with my boogie board and I'm just like mingling with these dudes. I'm like, yeah, I know how to boogie board. And they have daughters.
Aw, shit.
And there's some good looking daughters.
Yeah.
I had a styrofoam boogie board with flames on it.
Oh man, I fucking
you-
loved. I had one of them too.
You fucking know that wrist strap was around my ankle and not my
Oh fuck yes!
fucking... And this is
That's
fucking...
how you knew.
I was in a surfing movie called Blue Wave one time. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'll fucking do it. Let's race. So like, I look at like the buff guy with that. Like, let's race. I could do it. Like, I'm totally like, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna like bullshit my way all the way with my Walmart swim trunks all the way down up onto the beach. Notice how I said Walmart swim trunks. Take note of this.
Noted.
So we're on this fucking wave and we're like, all right, this is the one. So we hop on it and they're like looking. And I'm like, this is so cool. We go rolling down towards the beach and this is a big old fucker. And the wave breaks early. Really early.
Uh-oh.
I'm on the top of the wave when it breaks. I went straight down into the sand. And my mom described this as me, big old Trevor, like I'm like a freshman, goes into a heap and you see sand and water fly. Like, I barrel into like 3 people. When I went on the wave, I was looking out at the beach, and then I went straight down into the ground. And I actually tumbled into the people in the wave. Like, look like I'm doing cart waves with my, like, you see the wave rolling and one leg's hanging out. I broke my boogie board in half.
That's the fucking worst, man.
The cool part was that part actually stayed around my ankles. This gets better. This gets better. I tore my shorts from the drawstring all the way down the crotch to the front of my thigh. I looked like I was wearing a fucking kilt. Problem is, my compression shorts were dirty and I didn't have to wear any that day. Full bird. There was an extra seagull on the beach that day. I ran the fucking quarter mile up to the hotel, holding my pants together. My mom said that she could tell where I was running because the ankle band was still around my ankle, and I was dragging the boogie board the whole way up the beach. The half of it that was still there. I'm like hauling my big fat balls all the way up the beach. I get into the hotel room, and I walk in, and my grandma's standing there cleaning up the hotel. She goes, I never heard this lady curse my Trevor. What the fuck are you doing? Sorry, Nan. Tried showing off for this blonde chick. Now my bird's out. A little early. I didn't come out of the room that night.
You're too ashamed.
You're damn right. My mom even offered me one of those free ices down at the boardwalk. Wasn't happening. I'll get you a rainbow snow cone if you go to the Paul Revere with us. Nah. Sorry, Mom.
Oh, dog, Paul Revere. Love that place.
Too many times I spent showing off for girls.
Me too. I still do it, even though I've been with my girlfriend for like 4 years. I will go to the beach and show off for girls. I don't give a fuck. I have no intention. I don't flirt. I won't like stare. I won't flirt. I'm naturally a show-offy person. That's just how I am.
Did you ever tell you the one about the Little League World Series?
No.
Oh, that's a good one. We met these girls at the Little League World Series up on the hill. My parents were down in the grandstands. They watched all this. Or no, they actually didn't, to be honest with you. Nobody knows about this. My buddy met a bunch of girls up there, and I'm like, all right, I'm going down to the concession stand. Does anybody want anything to drink? And the girl's like, yeah, me. So I went down. Another girl walked with me. I was like, this is cool. I'm just going to talk to her.
How many years ago was this?
Good conversation. Probably like high school. Somewhere in high school. We're walking back up to the hill, and I had a handful of the drinks. They were all like Pepsi cups, the lids on them. And that hill's pretty steep.
I already know where this is
I
going.
got to the top, and I was getting ready to hand the drinks out. And for some reason, the heat and the steepness and me being tired, like, I was sweating. I had the worst case of jungle bottom. Like, let me tell you right now, it was
bottom.
It was like a fucking sauna between my legs. Like, I can't even it was indescribable. Like, there was some major chafing was going to happen later that day, and I was just kind of trying to enjoy the time with the girls while I still could. I just got tired, and my body just gave up on standing. I wiped out. Down the hill.
Oh.
Backwards. Spilled lemonade and Coke and Pepsi all over myself. Tumbled down the fucking hill. And I swear on everything that I went home that night and sat and had my eyes glued to the TV because I thought ESPN was going to have me on the ESPN Not Top 10.
Be on the latest installment of Come On, Man.
think we got a freeform base jumper here jumping down down the fucking mountain in Williamsport. I probably went a good 20 yards. I had grass stuck to me and dirt. I look like that kid that just got beat up behind the cafeteria at school. And I'm like, I can go get you guys more drinks. Like, nah, you can have them. I went down and sat in the truck. It was like the second inning. I was in a cooler that my family had trying to wipe ice on my arms to get the dirt off and shit. It's like all hope is lost. And let me tell you what, later that night my chafing was pretty bad.
What a kick in the balls.
Oh, it was a dreadful time. Let me tell you. I went many years without, like, really being able to talk to girls. And I'll be honest with you, I still can't. This girl, like, I go up to a girl at a bar, I'm like, so, you've been to McDonald's lately? McDoubles are a little expensive, but still good. What are some of your interests? Well, what's Shameless on Netflix and, like, went to Taco Bell last Thursday? What do you do? Like, oh yeah, I have my own podcast. My friends don't really like me, but just want to be on YouTube. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm sorry.
All right.
But, yeah, but
I'll give you a chance to laugh at me now. So I was at a party this semester, and my friend Alex, he really wanted me to get laid that night. Like he brought me to his like.
Can we just take a second real quick to bless Alex? Alex, if you're listening to this,
Alex, I love you.
I want to let you know, bro, you're a real bro, and for doing this for Kyler, you're welcome on this podcast anytime you get a chance.
You are a real bro.
All right, well, it is a little early for that sentiment. All right, so.
Oh God, if he fucks up, man, I'm gonna take all that back.
So we're at
fucking Alex. Let's
we're
go.
at this party, and Alex is talking to this pair of girls, and like I walk up and we're talking to them, and he's talking to the one girl. She's like average, you know, not trying to be objective here, but like I'm at a party, I'm trying to hook up with a girl. She's average, and then her sister's there too.
Oh,
and her
God.
sister's like,
Oh.
she's attractive.
Oh.
So Alex finally gets
Pretty
the
sure I know
average
this
one to like go away because you know there's some stuff going on between me and the sister, and I'd rate her a solid like 8 at the time.
Just walk up to him and be like, yo, I got a big dick.
I'm getting pretty drunk.
You don't do that.
Self-control's lacking. She's obviously into me. So, good song comes on. She starts grinding up on me. I'm like, I'm gonna let this happen. This is great. She turns around, grabs me, starts making out with me. I'm like, this is awesome. Like, I am fucking thriving. Right? Song ends, you know, she turned around, she made out with me, she backs up. So, I'm just like talking to her a little bit. Like, you know, we're at the party for a while, so I might as well talk to this girl, right? And I'm like, so what year are you? She looks at me
A 7th year sophomore.
and she goes, "Oh, I'm still in high school. I'm 16."
Shit!
I walked directly out that fucking house. Did not say another. I shit you. I stood right in front of her. I stared at her. I turned around and walked right out the door. No hesitation, no warning, no nothing. I did not
wanna
say a
know a good
goddamn
one?
word. I left.
You want to know a good one? Say
Alex ran
no
out
more.
after me. Alex runs out. He's like, dude, what happened? Did she turn you down? I was like, no. She was fucking 16, Alex. And
Alex?
he's like,
You're no longer welcome on this podcast.
Stay the fuck away from my podcast.
You jailbaiting
had
bastard.
good intentions at heart. He didn't know she was 16. I didn't know she was 16, obviously.
She's only 16, but her ass looks 23.
You know, that was my thought. I hesitated before I walked away, but
I might have told this story
I was a good
before.
man.
I might have told this story before. But I think I could go in a little bit of detail. So I went to IUP once.
Mm-hmm.
I drank almost a gallon of whiskey. Let me tell you, Trevor is not a good time for himself on a gallon of whiskey. I was good and fucked, boys. I was good and fucked. I was dicked. Pretty bad. Anyhow. And if I would have drank more, I probably would have ended up getting dicked that night. Who knows? Who knows what would have fucking happened to me.
That whiskey dick would have hit you.
In the face. Anyway. I'm drunk. I really wanted ramen noodles. So my buddy's like, I got some in my dorm room. You can go have some. I'm like, let's go. We are going. We left this party. I was like showing off. Like, yeah, I'm like, I look like I'm 35, but I'm only 22. It's totally cool. Matthew McConaughey style. Like, hey, you going to the party tonight? Up at the water tower? That's what I like to hear. All right. That kind of shit. We get back to his room, and he's like, yo, my buddies want me to come play Xbox and shit. I was like, can I go? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm going to recover. I'm catching my bearings. I'm sitting in his room watching the room spin. That's what I remember. There's a knock at the door. I'm like, fuck. Get up. Look over to the peephole. There's a girl standing out there. I'm like, this might be a good night after all. Open up the door, put my arm on the thing. Well, hello there. What can I do for you? She's crying. Got a cover wrapped around her. Cool. You okay? Come on in, we'll talk about it.
Part 1 of Trevor fucked up.
She comes in. We're talking. Got her giggling. We're just talking and shit, and I'm like, oh yeah, trying to get the convo going. I was eventually gonna like ask her to cuddle or something, because she's hot. If she ever listens to this podcast, she'll know she's a looker. Let me tell you. Roddenberry would have rated that a 10. A 10 out of a 10. Better than Veronica. Anyway, I was like, yeah, what are you doing next weekend? I might come back out to IUP. Totally smooth. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be celebrating my 18th birthday. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, I'm 17. I'm a young freshman. I'm like Chris Farley in the movie Tommy Boy. Oh my god. I'd get my phone
There
out.
comes the meat wagon. Woo, woo.
Yep, time to put Trevor on the stretcher and run him straight to jail. I get to my buddy. I get on my phone and I get on Snapchat, first thing I can think of, and I send a video. I'm like, I'm just hanging out with this girl here. My buddy's over in the other room playing video games, and the other guy in there said that he looked at his phone, dropped the controller, mid send. Turns and looks and he goes, guys, I gotta go. Comes running down the fucking hallway. Like, I'd be willing to bet you that Red Hot Chili Peppers is fucking playing as he's running down the hallway. That's not Red Hot Chili Peppers. But
I
anyway,
know it's not.
He runs through the door. He's like, what are you guys doing? I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go to bed. But he took one for the team. Finger blasted her on the floor. While I was in the bed. I woke up the next morning. She's wearing my fucking shirt.
Oh no!
I'm like, why does this have to happen to me? He's like, we were naked and shit. And he goes, I didn't have anything to give her. She just put on your shirt. And I'm like, God, my big old hairy self. I realize my bag is in the other part of the room. So there are these girls in the, like, they have a common area. And these girls come in looking for cream cheese for bagels.
Come into your bedroom?
Into the common area, like the little
Okay.
kitchenette. And I come out of his room without a shirt on. I'm like, who are you? I'm Jackson's dad. I'm looking for my shirt.
No, you didn't.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I ran out, got a shirt, put it on. I'm like, I'm leaving. But either way, it was a very awkward night. My buddy's like, this couldn't get any worse. I'm like, you're telling me? He goes, no, I'm just kidding, man. Last night was cool, man. I'm like, I got a hangover. I got to drive 5 hours. I didn't get laid. I'm never coming here again. It was a long drive home. I came home and ate a shit ton of McDonald's and went to fucking bed. But yeah, I mean, that was crazy. That was an interesting night to say the least. But yeah, I mean, I don't ever want to have to go through that again. Hey, do what you gotta do sometimes, you know. Get your friend to bang or blast somebody on the floor. You do it. Knock over a clothing rack at what is it called? Sensations. Next time I'm cartwheeling back up out of that bitch, propping myself in the jean rack and saying, I want your fucking number. Clean up in aisle 5. This girl's panties are on the floor. But, yeah. So, I do gotta say, thank you guys for coming on to the podcast. Was a great time, full of wonderful fucking stories. I gotta say, we gotta do this again. So, this is me. I don't say signing out because I don't do that shit. Morgan just hit his forearm on the mantle.
Oh, God damn
Everybody watching this, Morgan's in a lot of fucking pain. It's pretty bad. His weenus is fucked. His weenus is fucked.
I think I tripped my elbow.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna. Well, I guess we're gonna get him to a hospital. Everybody on YouTube, God bless. Have a safe and happy holiday. We're gonna try and do a podcast at our Halloween or holiday party while we're fucked up. Morgan will be fucked up.
That will probably not go.
I'm more fun when I'm fucked up and not in pain.
So, toodaloo, everybody. If I don't see you or talk to you then, have a great fucking holiday. Stay classy, San Diego.